The year was 2015. E3 was going on. The show was progressing as per usual. You know, they were showing off some new games. Something about Halo 5. Some people were falling flat on their fucking faces, but that's not the point. The point was, there was a game. A trailer, a pre-rendered CGI trailer, so I guess it doesn't really count, but still. It was for a game called ReCore. Now see, as soon as I saw this trailer, I was enamored by it. The music, the art direction, the fact that it said from the makers of Metroid Prime was basically enough to sell me on this game. Because Metroid Prime is like my favorite game of all time, so you know that I'm gonna have a soft spot for that and shill that shit out to oblivion. So, it said it would be coming out in summer 2016. And then, nothing. Radio silence. Until the next E3, when they showed off some gameplay and it looked kinda neat. But basically the game had been delayed. We all knew that. And then in September 2016, the game came out. In my opinion, it had a bunch of things going for it. As I said before, the art style, the music was really good, the concept was intriguing, you get to command this little group of robots. It's being made by the guys who made Metroid Prime, apparently, and Joseph fucking Staten is writing the story. And as icing on the cake, it's only being sold for $40 instead of $60. What could go wrong? Well, alarm bells started ringing when the initial reviews came out. Yeah, but I was not to be deterred. I didn't cancel my pre-order. I'm like, maybe I'll like it anyway, but yeah. When I finally played it, it was some alright. Okay, you know, like, that kind of disappointment you get when it's not, like, so fucking terrible that you just laugh or you're really depressed? No, that's the thing. ReCore isn't a terrible game. ReCore is decent. It's alright. But I had set my expectations so far that when I got it, I played it for a couple days, a week or two, and I have yet to finish it, and I got it on launch day. As I just said, I have yet to finish it. I have not touched ReCore since September, the month it came out. That's how much of a letdown this game was for me. But why was it a letdown? As I just said, the game's actually alright. It's not bad. Well, first off, there's the frame rate. The highest it gets is to 30 on current gen consoles, and it dips quite frequently. And that's kind of a big issue for me. I like my smooth gameplay quite a bit. What else? Oh yeah, the combat is fucking boring. It's fucking, you just shoot at a robot, maybe sometimes click the stick to launch thing, and then you pull in the blue balls, and then you get it, and then they're dead. Oh, but sometimes you have to shoot it with the same color as the robot. What fucking ever. The combat's cool for a little bit, and pulling out the orbs does have a satisfying feeling, like you're fighting the robot for it, but it gets so repetitive because you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. There's no real weight to the combat. There's no meat to it. Even using your robot companions to blow up enemies is kind of because you just wait for them to recharge and then you fire them at them. Although it is really cool when you have to, like, use Seth to scale a bunch of environments. That shit is really cool. Stuff like that. But basically, the whole game is just aside from some great visual direction and art direction, it's kind of meh. I do like Jewel. Jewel's really cool, and I do like her robot pals, and I like the whole look of the whole entire world, but there's nothing really to do in it. And I do like the progression system. It is kind of like Metroid Prime. You have to go, find a locked door, go look for some other thing to unlock the door, but it's all about these prism cores. There's nothing, there's no weight to it, there's no puzzles to solve. There's some platforming, but there's nothing to really give the game that substantial meat to it that keeps the player invested. And I guess that's just the whole problem with ReCore. There's just not enough there. The first little bit of the game is fucking great. I will admit that the first bit of this game is almost magical. In that, holy crap, there's a world to explore and all these cool fucking robots to mess around with. And the enemies are really cool looking. But the game fizzles out too fast because of how repetitive it is. Basically, what you, the viewer, can take away from my experience with ReCore is keep your expectations down the middle. Not low, okay? Don't be a cynic about it, but keep it riding that line. Have almost no expectations. You can look forward to checking out a game, but don't be super hyped about it, especially not if it's a new IP. Alright, I can understand being hyped for something like, say, Halo, or Mass Effect, or Gears of War, or Half-Life 3, because the devs have already shown what they can do with that. They're established. Basically, they've already earned your hype. But for new IPs, maybe keep it in the middle. Because if the game's really good, hey, you made a good purchase, and you get to enjoy it even more. And if the game's bad, you're not as disappointed. Meanwhile, if you're a complete cynic about it, no game might be good, and if you're overly positive on shit, then, you know, you'll cry. Like I did with ReCore. You had so much going for you! Also, keep your expectations in the middle because you'll never know what the dev cycle's gonna be like. Apparently, Microsoft gave the guys who made this game like a shit budget and said, make something AAA quality, and we all know that's not possible. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look now. The developers who made ReCore, because, yeah, it's the Metroid Prime guys, but I know it wasn't Retro. Hold on. Who made ReCore? Concept. Hold on, I've heard that name before. Hold on. Concept. What did they make? Oh no. Oh, that explains everything. Hello again, Tyler from BAXY here. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out over here for some of our other videos. Well, they're pretty spicy, so make sure that you're not a complete bitch before consuming. Alrighty, now I'm just gonna look at you for a few seconds.